What is up, everyone? Crunchy Frog here, and believe it or not, we are already at the midway point for Season 5 of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and that means we are getting the Season 5 Reloaded update. So today I'm going to go through the blog post that Activision posted going over all of the new stuff coming with this update and break it all down for you guys. As you know, with all of these videos, I will be linking the full blog post and the patch notes in the description below if you would like to read through this at your own pace. I'm going to try to cover it as concisely and quickly as possible since my last few breakdowns have been a little bit on the lengthy and rambly side. Now, this isn't a very big update. I will say I'm a little disappointed with the amount of content we have, so hopefully this won't be too long. Overall, it's still an addition to the game, right? It's overall new content, so it is exciting one way or another. So if you guys enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like as it helps others find the channel. And if you would like to stay up to date with all of the latest Call of Duty, X-Defiant, and other gaming news, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And furthermore, if you would like to support the channel monetarily, give back a little thanks, make sure to hit the join button and become a channel member today. Channel members get to view videos about 12 to 24 hours early before the rest of the public gets to see them. You also get a cool badge and some cool emotes to use down in the comments section below. So with that all out of the way, let's just get right into it. Now, obviously, the first thing to get out of the way is this is a massive update. Depending on your platform of choice, it can be up and over 100 gigabytes in size, so make sure you get out there and install that early, way ahead of time before you plan on playing. Basically, from what I can understand, this is to optimize certain files. Your file size will actually be substantially smaller afterwards, right? We've talked every single year about how COD is way too big, so they're scaling it back a bit, optimizing some files, changing some stuff to be texture streaming as opposed to loaded on your hard disk, different things like that to make the game take up a little less real estate on your device. As such, a whole lot of files had to be patched, which is why the file update is so big. And to kind of make up for that, they are giving out some perks, basically, in the form of a community pack, wherein you get 10 times, tier skips, 10 1-hour double XP tokens for player XP, and 10 1-hour double weapon XP tokens. So again, if you log in, I think in the next week or so, or rather until the end of Season 5, if you log in, you get this pack. So you get 10 free tier skips, which is really nice. Help you fill out that battle pass a little quicker, and then some double XP, basically for the trouble and to thank you for playing the game this late in the life cycle, essentially. So with that all out of the way, we'll kind of move right into everything coming. Now, obviously, we're used to getting a couple maps every update. This time we only get one, and it's not even a new map. It is just a variant. Now, if you'll remember, at the beginning of Season 5, they introduced some cell-shaded maps. They're doing the same thing this time. This time around, they are doing Ink House, which is just a cell-shaded variant of Stash House, the map that they introduced a few seasons back, which is a really fun map. I really enjoy that, so it'll be cool to see the cell-shaded take on that. But that's about it when it comes to multiplayer map offerings. So yeah, nothing here. I was kind of hoping to see something about a war mode or anything like that, but no, just one little 6v6 reimagining of a map that's already in the game. So love it or hate it, that's what we have to offer map wise. Now, I will say they're adding a bunch of new game modes to play. First of which is Cyber Attack, which, like we talked about at the beginning of Season 5 during that video, is a game mode that has been in several Call of Duty games in the past. They're bringing it back this time, so if you guys have played that in previous Call of Duties, if you enjoyed the Cyber Attack game mode, that's coming back. They've also brought Fish Fection, they call it, which is basically just a take on Infection, and you use the spear, and you play on the new kind of like fishing themed map. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. And I think you all play as cat operators from what I'm reading here. It says cats are equipped with the new Torque 35 compound bow and the spear. So yeah, utilizing the two new weapons that we'll get to here in a little bit. And it's just a variant of Infection, nothing too crazy there. Next up we have Paintball, and it says splatter your foes in this friendly game of paintball where operators are eliminated after taking a single hit. So kind of like an extreme version of Hardcore, And obviously all the weapons have kind of like a paintball tracer effect and everything, and this takes place on the cell shaded maps of Toon Oxide and Cell Ship, so small maps as well. There's also defuse or destroy. It just says this round based objective mode have to take turns attacking and defending bomb sites, and there's an important difference compared to search and destroy. Each round begins with a bomb already planted in one of two possible locations. So you either have to defend that already ticking bomb or go and defuse it, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty cool variant on a tried and true game mode from Call of Duty's past. Next up, it speaks a little bit to the zombies aspect, which obviously this will be the last update for zombies. And it brings with it the final story mission, right? The final battle, including a gigantic boss battle that you've probably seen already on your timelines. There's a new Dark Ether Rift, and there's some new schematics. I'm not going to dive too deeply into this just because we don't cover Modern Warfare Zombies too much on this channel. We will be with Black Ops 6, but nothing too over the top. Also, they go on to talk about everything coming with Warzone, like being updated with Warzone. Again, not something we cover on this channel. There's plenty of great YouTube channels out there that can give you all the latest information on Warzone. I personally just don't play it anymore, so make sure to check out the blog post and the patch notes that I leave in the description for all of the information on that. And finally, to kind of wrap things up, there are new weapons that are offered. Again, kind of lackluster, kind of not really what I expected or wanted, and two weapons I'll probably never use, to be honest. The first of which is the spear that we alluded to when we were talking about the new infection variant, and essentially you can throw them. I think you get 3 initially, and you can retrieve the thrown spears and everything like that. You also get a boosted melee range type attack, stuff like that. So it sounds interesting, but again, not something I will really use. I personally just use guns. I play Call of Duty like like a 28-year-old would, right? Like what I was used to back with COD 4 and games like that. So that's not really down my alley, but if that's something that you enjoy, look forward to that coming with this update. And then finally, we also have the Torque 35, which is a crossbow, although they list it as a launcher, which is kind of a weird designation, but I guess that's kind of where it makes the most sense. And they're adding that as well. It's explosive tipped crossbow, or actually it's a compound bow rather. I know I keep saying crossbow, that's my bad. It is a compound bow. So yeah, other than that, that is about the that's about it for all of the content added. Obviously there's a whole slew of weapon buffs and weapon nerfs and little updates here and there and stuff like that. And again, check the patch notes in the description below for everything coming in that regard. So overall, not that much to cover, right? I mean, you guys know me in my breakdown videos. The fact that I'm pretty much wrapping up at 8 minutes kind of speaks for itself in terms of how much content is coming with this update. So unfortunately, you know, we'll just have to hope that Season 6 is a strong finisher for this game. We're nearing the end of its life cycle, and because it's kind of a weird hybrid of mismatch between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, it almost feels like the end of an era, right? We're kind of closing out this Modern Warfare saga of the last 2+ years and wrapping up and moving on to Black Ops 6. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed that we haven't gotten much, but at the same time, this game's days are more or less numbered, right? We have COD next week that I'll be putting out a video to discuss. We have beta periods coming up and all this stuff. We're going to be pretty much fully Black Ops 6 mode here within the next few weeks, and I'm assuming everyone at Sledgehammer Games and Call of Duty and everything like that is starting to roll back their support as well. So again, hoping for cool things in Season 6, but Season 5 Reloaded, kind of a bummer, but hey, it's content nonetheless, and we should be happy. At the very least, we're getting something, and they haven't completely abandoned the game. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know down in the comments section below what you think of any of this. Is anything that I mentioned here today going to bring you back to the game if you stop playing, or get you excited to play if you are still sticking around? And definitely let me know what you hope to see with Season 6 of this game here in a few weeks. So with that out of the way, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And until next time, you guys have a good one. Peace.